Zilch left, 35 Wichita Macho
Dice
Toe.
right, F5.
Dice right numbers, 3 Jet Spielberg.
Ready? Right.
All right, welcome back to the Pre-Snap Pressure Podcast, episode 31. Joined by Ryan as always, but for first time ever, we got a special guest joining us, Kristen Johan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
We're honored to have you here, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Honored to be here.
That's still up for decision whether we're honored to have you. Or not.
We'll figure it out.
You're honored.
Or not.
It's all right. I decided.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, coming into this episode, we got the NFL draft starting on Thursday, so we got one more round of mock drafts. We got one each, go pick by pick, give you what we think is going to go down on Thursday in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
That's where it
Yes.
is? Okay.
Pittsburgh.
And then also, since we're in the middle of spring football season for college football, we got 2 spring games each. We've got information and takeaways from. Then we're going to talk about. So, y'all want to start with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'll let you go first, Ryan.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna start with the Ohio State game. Key things out of that: Julian Sayin looking good. He's shown some signs of development, starting to scramble more, get more of a pocket presence. Tavian St. Clair as the backup QB. Deep ball looked really good. Had some questionable throws over the middle at times, but overall he looked pretty good for a backup, especially as a redshirt freshman. Really getting his first looks. Offense overall looked pretty good. Jeremiah Smith was Jeremiah Smith. Devin McEwen and Brandon Innes were looking good. Offensive line had some interesting moments, but I think that was just some reps that the defense won. Secondary was looking good. I don't have specific names because the numbers weren't accurate. So, Jalen McClain, Jermaine Matthews, Devin Sanchez looking like they're going to be replacing some of those DBs for Ohio State. But overall, they look good. I don't have a lot on them, but they look like they're going to be back for another strong season, looking to take the Big Ten this time around and maybe keep the Big Ten streak of winning national championships. For the Longhorns, the overwhelming conclusion was the depth, especially on the offensive side. A lot of people were talking about, could they go 6 deep? They've got Ryan Wingo, Cam Coleman, who transferred in. I don't know who that 3 guy is going to be, but Dalen McCutcheon was turning some heads. Sterling Burkhalter, Jermaine Bishop, they were all looking good. I don't know who it was that was supposed to be the 3. Arch didn't play. He's still recovering from surgery, but says he's 100%. I think he was in warm-ups. There wasn't like a ton of film on the spring game because for some reason Texas didn't want to let it go live. Offensive line, same thing. Wasn't in very conclusive. I guess I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but inconclusive. There are a lot of injuries. Trevor Gooseby was out. But running back room, Hollywood Smothers and Rayleigh Brown transferring in, they looked insane. Especially, apparently both of them are going to be the kick returners this year.
Both of them at the same time?
Which will be interesting.
Oh, Lord.
That you would have your top 2 backs returning kicks. But, I'm here for it. I saw one clip of a kick return, and it was one of the guys looking like he took it to the house or took it for a pretty big return. So that was pretty nice to see. Defensively, overall, they looked really good. Trying to remember, Derek Williams was the, MVP. He really stood out to some of the critics. Had a couple of open field tackles, had a forced fumble. So, and he's listed as the number 2 guy on the depth chart. So if you want to talk about depth, a guy making open field tackles as your second string safety is not something you see every day. But freshman linebacking core supposedly looked really good. Guys that probably won't see the field much this season. And then, Carl Lacey looked really good at QB. Sorry, I forgot to mention that one. Um, as the backup QB, Diabell was apparently dealing with a limp, but
Did you just say his
I
government
mean,
name?
I don't know his actual name.
Oh, KJ?
Oh, it's KJ. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. But yeah, KJ Lacey looked good. What was it? It's yeah, defense seems like it's going to be back, uh, looking like another national championship type defense, especially replacing a lot of guys on that defensive side, especially Anthony Hill and Malik Muhammad, Michael Taff, Trey Moore, a bunch of guys that left. But it one position that I'll be interested to see how they work it will be tight end, because that's usually a spot where not Arch Sark really likes to, he likes his pass catchers at the tight end position. He likes running screens at those guys. Not a lot of pass catchers. It's kind of a work in progress position right now. Nick Townsend is the first string tight end right now. He's a sophomore. So I don't know if they'll, work more receivers and running backs this season, or if they'll stick with the tight ends and the pass catching. But I'm interested to see how this season goes. Offense looks like it'll be more prepared going into week one, and then when they hit that game against Ohio State, that should be a fun one.
All right. Sounds good. Down from Austin. Christian, you're up next, starting with Georgia Tech, right?
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets coming into this season. After last season, there were a couple big questions. First one: can you replace Haynes King? Key part of the offense. Everything pretty much ran through him. You've also got some outgoing transfers and some graduating people. The defense was a major issue, though. You saw towards the end of that season, after the 8-0 start, finishing, I believe, 1-3, 1-4, including the bowl game. It was bad. The defense could not get a stop to save their lives. But there are some big changes coming in. Last season, the only way you're generating any form of pressure is by blitzing multiple people. You've got extra people coming, and then that leaves you susceptible to everything else. That does not seem to be the case anymore. Jordan Walker, who I believe came from Rutgers, and Noah Carter, I believe Alabama transfer.
Yep.
In the spring game, they looked amazing, generating pressure. Them two alone, they were generating pressure better than what they were doing last year by blitzing with just the front four. It looks very promising. On the offensive front, you have national champion quarterback Alberto Mendoza coming in. You have Justice Haynes, two major offensive pieces that will not be plug and play because there are obviously some coaching changes, but they look to build up the offense. They seem to be living up to the hype. Mendoza had a good completion, I believe, 12 of 16, 150-ish yards. Haynes' vision looked incredible, very shifty. Haynes did not score, but yards after the contact were there. Receiving, last year there was kind of like a clear one. This year, the primary receiver seems to be the tight end, Kevin Roche, I believe is how you say his name. He is a redshirt freshman tight end. J.P. Powell had a 56-yard touchdown. He looked very good as well. The only thing, there seems to be some highlight for better deep balls that we're looking to get, or Georgia Tech is looking to get. There were some missed reads and some overthrows, but as the season progresses through practice, this is the spring game. I don't want to overreact, but I think that's something that they can work on. In terms of quarterback, there is, I guess, a battle. Brent Key said that Alberto Mendoza still has to win the job, but it is very much his to lose. He was brought in to be the quarterback, and unless they give him a reason not to, he's going to be the quarterback. Yeah, so some new receivers, obviously, Kevin Roche Jr., and then you have Evan Haynes and DeBron Gatling, I think is his name. I'm not 100% sure if that's how you say it, but I believe so. But they look to line out the receiving room. Hopefully they can get some good production going. Alberto Mendoza, as long as he can fix his accuracy issues and overthrow and he can make the right reads, I believe that they'll be fine. Defensive, obviously, like I said, Jordan Walker, Noah Carter, they kind of need to carry the front load. It's going to be them. They're going to live in the front. Those front four, if they can generate pressure and get some decent run stoppage, the defense will be miles better than it was ending last year. There, as I said, different leadership. They have coaching changes. Buster Faulkner obviously left and went to Florida, which we'll get into later. But instead of having this dual threat QB power for 8 yards in Haynes King, you have Alberto Mendoza, who is kind of a distributor. He's a lot more surgical, as they say. He is focusing on getting the ball out quickly as opposed to just tucking and running. There were overthrows on deep shots. It felt smoother and more rhythmic than last season's hero ball towards the middle and end of the season. So that looks promising. The run game, Justice Haynes, who came from Michigan. Backfield looked a lot more explosive. Last year, there were good runs, but it was a lot more to support Haynes King as opposed to the run game being something that can develop on its own. And then to round out Georgia Tech defense, the pass rush looks a lot better. The run support, it looked heavier, a more physical wall that you're not just going to be able to run through without blitzing 6, blitzing 7, blitzing 8. The secondary also seemed improved. They forced some turnovers. They did give up chunk plays, which you kind of see, but last year's secondary was very veteran-led. This year's group is talented, but they're a lot fresher, so they are working on communication, but similar to Alberto Mendoza in his accuracy, I believe as the season goes on, that will be something that will definitely improve. Transitioning, as a lot of people did, from Georgia Tech to Florida, obviously offensive coordinator of Georgia Tech, Buster Faulkner, is now at Florida. They brought over the quarterback Aaron Philo, who everybody thought was going to be the Georgia Tech quarterback following Haynes King. He obviously then left and went to Florida. Quarterback battle, you have Aaron Philo and you have Tramell Jones. Tramell Jones was there. Aaron Philo is the newcomer. Big battle, who's it going to be? It is extremely neck and neck. It is a coin toss at this point. Nobody really knows. In terms of who's the favorite, I believe, in my opinion, I think Tramell Jones is in a better position to win games, but Aaron Philo being the transfer they brought in, giving him a ton of money, he's probably going to end up winning the job.
With the system he's already familiar for, I know.
Yes, with Buster Faulkner as well. However, there was some concern among Florida fans that Buster Faulkner was going to come in and try and copy-paste the Georgia Tech offense, and I do not believe that that will be the case. Buster Faulkner is a lot more of a coach to the players coach than, say, for instance, Billy Napier was. You have all these receivers, and you can use them instead of putting in your tight ends and running the ball 4 times in a row.
I might go out to say that Florida's top 3 receivers might actually be 3 out of their top 5 players on their roster.
I don't think that's ridiculous at all. Big transfer portal haul. Obviously, Aaron Philo, Eric Singleton, who was at Auburn, but before that, he was at Georgia Tech. I believe he put up over 700 yards as a freshman in the Buster Faulkner offense. He then obviously transferred to Auburn, and now he is back with Faulkner at Florida. They also got Emmanuel O. I don't know how to say his last name. He came from Jacksonville State. Massive. He was a very sought-after defensive lineman that was in the portal. He did get a sack in the spring game, which was big. I believe the entire special teams, if not close to it, was replaced. New kicker from Tulane, the AAC Special Teams Player of the Year. Excited for him. I think that'll be good. 2026 recruiting, there was quarterback Will Griffin, true freshman. He played in the spring game, actually. He struggled early. He had an interception, but long term, I think he'll be good. Injuries, there were some injuries last year. Dallas Wilson, I believe, only played in 1 game, maybe 2, but he did not play in the spring game. Coach Summerall said that he could have played if it were a real game, but they don't want to risk it on a game that is just extra practice, kind of. There were some people that were ruled out of the entirety of spring camp. freshman Kendall G, defensive lineman, Jalen Wiggins, who's an edge, and then CJ Brownell is a defensive back. But they're moving away from, so Faulkner's coming in, and they look to move away from a kind of ground and pound, very conservative, as it was often called, Billy ball. And hopefully with these receivers, extremely good receiving core. You have Dallas Wilson, Vernell Brown third, Eric Singleton Jr., a couple other people. I forget his name, the Wake Forest transfer though. Looks very promising. The game ended in a 45-45 tie, which is a little funny.
Micah Mays.
But
Is that who you're talking about?
I think so, yeah. That sounds right. Yep, Micah Mays. Um, the run game, Jaden Ball, still looking good. Looked electric last year. First 1,000-yard rusher in a while. He got there last season. But the quarterback battle between Tramel Jones, Aaron Philo. Like I said, Tramel Jones, beautiful deep ball. Deep ball in the kid. That's great. And same thing we were saying with DJ Lagway. That's something you can't teach. That's something you just got. So I believe in Tramel Jones. If I had to pick who would be the starter, if it was right now, I honestly think it would be Philo. If I was the coach, I would probably go Jones though. But Philo, you're the guy you're bringing in. He's the guy you're bringing in. He's the guy you're paying the money. He's probably going to end up getting the job, and it'll be his to lose. But it is definitely very close. Yeah.
Do you think it'll be like a end of week 1 decision? Like they'll both play week 1?
I hope not. We kind of saw that a little bit with Billy Napier, a little Graham Mertz, DJ Lagway. It wasn't quite the same thing.
What was it
but,
like? It was like Mertz would play 2 possessions, and then Lagway would play 1, and then Mertz would play 2. And
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. Like a first half, second half, see who's
Yeah.
got it.
I get that. I personally am not a big fan of that approach. I think you get a
Yeah.
quarterback and then you send him in. I think when
Right.
you try to run a 2 quarterback system in any fashion, whether it be how Mertz and Lagway did it or some other 1/2, 2/2, neither of the quarterbacks can play to their full potential because they are in a sense looking over their shoulder the entire game. So I think
I agree.
going into week 1, you pick a quarterback and then that's your guy.
Okay. I was kind of thinking like a last year with Mizzou, like where it wasn't decided week 1, but at the end of week 1 it would be decided.
Yeah, well,
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
there's going to be a decision going into week 1.
I think it
Yeah,
got decided
no,
within the
that's
first
fair.
5 minutes of that game.
Well,
To be
okay. Okay. Well, that's
fair. Rest in
not
peace, Sam Horn.
why it was decided. Because Sam Horn died.
Came in, ran 1 play, and his knee exploded.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Anyways, is that all you got on Florida?
Yep, that is all.
All right, moving on to my 2 teams. I'm going to start with Alabama, who had their spring game last week, which was the 12th? 11th? Okay, 11th. One of the main teams in the country with like a really huge quarterback battle, Florida being the other one. But Bama's probably got the most publicized one with Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. Mack, of course, coming over with Kalen DeBoer 2 years ago from Washington over to Alabama. With his 4th year under DeBoer now, Keelan Russell is in year 2 at Alabama, recruited right out of high school. And there's really no way to put it. One of those guys had a better day during their spring game, and it was Keelan Russell. Austin Mack had been dealing with a little bit of an injury, so he didn't play that much. I think he was 6 for 12 with a touchdown and an interception. But Keelan Russell was very, very good. He had like 4 touchdowns. He did throw an interception, but he overall looked more commanding of the offense. I think they scored on. They were at least in position to score every single drive, and the 2 drives they didn't score on was a missed field goal and then the interception by Keelan Russell. So, kind of similar situation to Florida with Philo and Jones over in Tuscaloosa with Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, where you have Mack, who's the veteran presence, has been under DeBoer a lot, and was like kind of the leader of this quarterback battle heading into spring football. But then you have the younger guy who a lot of people see more talented in Keelan Russell, kind of making Mack look over his shoulder if he were to falter in fall camp or at the start of the season, if he even gets the starting job to begin with. I personally think it will be Austin Mack because you don't stay 4 years under somebody and just not get the nod, especially at the start of the year. Would I be shocked if things changed in the middle of the year? Not at all. But for that's at least my takeaway, at least at the quarterback position for now. Some other things to talk about with Bama. The running game. Oh my God, it has to be better. It was so awful last year. What were they, like bottom 3 in the SEC in rushing?
Something like that.
I'm
It was,
surprised
it
they
was
weren't the
atrocious.
Somebody looked that up where they actually were. I wanna figure that out. But they got to try and get that going. Um, and looking for a new like lead back, Jan Miller. Headed off to the NFL draft to try and make his way through the pros. So now they really don't have a starting guy. They had Daniel Hill starting when Jan Miller was injured last year. He looked shaky at sometimes. He had like 10 carries for 31 yards or something. Kevin Riley, they gave him 10 carries in this game. He only had 12 yards. And AK Deer only had 4 carries. So still not really a solidified answer at running back. The offensive line, the other part of that running game, had to be better as well. That looks like it has taken a step in the right direction. They've moved some things around, like moving Michael Carroll from tackle to guard, and then getting some guys in the transfer portal. It looks improved. Now, do I know if they're going to be top of the conference rushing? I don't think so. But it needs to just be functional, because last year it wasn't functional at all. Moving over to the passing side of things, Alabama's deep at receiver again, like they were last year. They have a lot of playmakers, even after losing Jeremy Bernard to the NFL draft and Isaiah Horton to the transfer portal. They have returning, starters from last year, Ryan Coleman Williams now, and Latsier Brooks are those two guys you're thinking of. Rico Scott was a guy who didn't play a lot last year, but he had a good day at the spring game. And then they brought in Noah Rogers as well from the transfer portal to buff up that room. So the playmakers out wide are there. And we'll talk about one other player in the receiving room in a sec. Moving over to the defensive side of things, they brought back all 5 of their starters in the secondary. So that's both safeties, both corners, and their nickel. So secondary, not a concern. They did lose a good amount on the defensive line, but they looked to have reloaded very, very well in that area. Still got Yonsei Pierre, who I think had 8 sacks last year or something like that. He had a good year last year, especially with Quay Rousseau going down earlier in the year. He's transferred to Ohio State. The main question on the defense for me is going to be the linebacker spot, mainly because both their starting linebackers, at least inside linebackers, are off to the NFL draft in Deontay Lawson and Justin Jefferson. So I'm not really concerned about how good that group's going to be. It's really just who's going to be who's really going to be the guys there who's going to step up and seize that job. Something that's been a trend with both of Kalen DeBoer's Alabama team is the impact of freshmen, especially early on in the season. And, there'll be, more that come along as the season go on. In his first year, obviously, Ryan Williams had a good year, and Xavier Brown seized the second corner spot last year. Dijon Lee took another corner spot, and then Latsier Brooks again on the offense. This year, I think that guy on offense is going to be Sadarian Morgan. That was the receiver I left off. He had a really good day at Alabama Spring Day. They see shades of Julio Jones in that guy, and, that's not a shallow comp. That's not a comp you get, by just being okay. You got to be pretty good to earn that comparison. And on the defense, the guy I've heard the most about has been Xavier Griffin. I mentioned the linebacker spot. He would be one of the guys that might come in and take that spot because he's looked really, really good in spring practice. There's another freshman, Jamarian Matthews, who's also looked good. So Alabama might have, a few freshman linebackers getting good playing time. Expect these guys to be impactful year one. But overall, the main question for Bama is through the entire spring has been that quarterback question. Keelan Russell won the spring day for over Austin Mack, but it's still nothing definitive. So just something to look out for. I think they actually had 2 practices after the spring game, which was weird. I think it was because of that Morgan Wallen concert. That was last Saturday, so they couldn't do the spring game then, so they had to do it a week before. I don't know. It was weird. All right, moving on over to Georgia, who had their spring game this past Saturday. A couple position groups I got to see really form out and see who's ahead of who in terms of position battles there. One group I really didn't get to see too much of the top guys was receivers. Georgia lost 6 of their leading 7 receivers from this past season. I hate you, Christian. But unfortunately, two of their projected top three guys did not play in the spring game. So Kobe White-Helton and Lennon Humphreys didn't see any time, both dealing with minor injuries. They'll be fine for the season, but just no reason to risk any severe injuries in the spring game. A couple guys at that position group did stand out. Craig Dandridge, who's a true freshman, made a lot of plays. They tried him out in a bunch of different ways in the slot, outside. They put him as a punt returner, kick returner. They were just trying to get this guy the ball any way, shape, or form. Jeremy Bell, another guy that they were just trying to get the ball any which way. It seems they're trying to find the replacement for Dylan Bell, who for the past few years has been Georgia's kind of gadget guy. They give him the ball on jet sweeps, on screens. He spent some time in 2023 at running back. Because that's how much they just wanted to give him the ball. So trying to find that type of player. As far as just pure dominance from the receiving standpoint, on Saturday, Caden Prothero, a true freshman, is ridiculous. Georgia probably has one of the best tight end rooms in the country. They've got like 5 guys that can all play and like be impactful. Caden Prothero is not going to stay off the field for long this season. He's going to be in at some point. As far as running backs go, Nate Frazier had 1 carry and tweaked his ankle on the first play of the game. He didn't play for the rest of that. He's fine. Just didn't see a lot of work from him. But we know him and Chauncey Bowens are really going to be 1A, 1B. Kind of just seeing what they have behind that. And the 2 guys they have behind that really had a good day on Saturday. Dwight Phillips, who had some carries early last year and kind of faded in production. As the year went on, didn't really see the ball a lot. He had a really good day, had 2 long runs. And then Dante Dowdell, a transfer they brought in from Kentucky, had a couple good runs, one which he hurdled over Zion Branch, a safety. So, again, I think it's a really deep running back room. They can play 4 deep there. As far as offensive line goes, kind of got a sense of who the starters would be, at least at or who could be the starters going into fall camp. It seems the left tackle is going to be Ernest Green. That was expected. It looked like they moved Dontrell Glover from right guard to left guard. The center, Drew Bobo, obviously. And then right guard was a surprise. Zyke Helton, a freshman, played a lot of the first-team reps at right guard. And I'm pretty sure he played a couple reps at defensive tackle, too. What do y'all think of that?
Wow. Also, Georgia will have to look to replace star running back Cash Jones.
Oh yeah, they need a third down back. Third down back.
Gonna be a tough
That'll be a
one.
big
That's gonna
gap.
be a tough one to replace.
We need the third down back. The pass catching third down blocking
Who
back.
are you gonna use? Yeah, who are you gonna use to slap someone on the helmet after beating Georgia Tech in overtime?
8 overtimes.
Good one. Good one.
Anyways,
To set off the fireworks.
Yeah, facts. Just like although you guys didn't have any fireworks when Florida walked into when you guys lost to Florida. We didn't have any fireworks, I don't think. So that was a day game. That's right.
I think he's talking to you, Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he's talking to you.
Zoo?
No, Texas.
No,
Zoo?
Texas. Like when you guys were ranked number 9, we were unranked, walked
sorry.
in,
Yeah.
and we beat you guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Unfortunate. Anyways, so that's really for the offense. Oh, I didn't talk about quarterbacks. Obviously, Gunnar Stockton's going to be quarterback 1. Was really looking who's going to be quarterback 2. I don't really know. The guy who I thought was going to be quarterback 2 didn't really have a good day. The guy who really had the best day for quarterbacks was true freshman Bryson Beaver, who looked very good on, I think he had 3 drives controlling the offense. The other guys did good stuff all around, but he looked the most complete. I think Georgia played 5 quarterbacks. If you take away Stockton, that's 4. 3 of them threw interceptions. Beaver did throw 1 interception, but he looked the most complete. Flipping on over to the defensive side of things, couple positions of note. Defensive line was kind of before the spring. It's really solidified. Elijah Griffin is going to be one of the starters there, along with Xavier McLeod. Excuse me. The defensive ends not really gonna be a question. Nice voice crack. Gabe Harris is going to be one, and then Quintavious Johnson is going to be the jack on the other side. I was disappointed because I really wanted to see how Amaris Williams would look. He's probably going to be out for the year as he tore his ACL last week. So, really unfortunate. The secondary is where 2 starting spots were up for grabs. The way it seems is it's going to be, we know the 2 corners is going to be Ellis Robinson, DeMello Jones. The nickel started out as Khalil Barnes, and then Rashawn Dinkins was at safety along with KJ Bolden. Dinkins and Barnes flip flop from safety to nickel a lot, so I'm assuming they're going to be doing that throughout the year. And then Zion Branch switched in with Barnes as well. Some of the younger guys I wanted to mention: Todd Robinson had a really good game, had an interception. Jamarly Riddle didn't play a lot as he's been battling a leg injury all the way back to his bowl game at ECU, which I think he broke his leg and then kept playing and finished the game. So he's had a light spring, but he did make a couple good plays in the spring game. And then Tyreek Green, a hybrid type of player they brought in from Buford, a true freshman, played safety, played kick returner, punt returner, whatever you name it. They're going to stick this guy somewhere. He's going to be useful. He had a good day as well. So that's what I got on Georgia.
Nick, by the way, Alabama was second to last.
There you go.
In the SEC.
Bottom
By
three.
point
Told
one
you.
yard. By 0.1 yards.
Who was last?
LSU.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Anyways, I said bottom three, did I not?
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There you
All
go.
right. Well, there's the 6 teams we were going to look into for their spring games. Maybe might have some more in the next episode. Some teams that have late closes to spring practice. Anyways, going to move on to our final mock drafts. As we said, NFL draft this week. A little bit of a different approach this time. I think we've done this 3 times, right?
Something like that.
Last 3 times we did it, me and Ryan have just gone through and made one together, gone pick by pick, looked live. This time we actually brought mocks in advance, all 3 of us, just to see the kind of different takes that we have. So let's get into it. By the way, there should be no debates about number 1, right?
Josiah Trotter, obviously.
Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
No, just joking.
Josiah
Obviously.
Trotter.
Jake Slaughter.
This
No.
guy.
Fernando
Obviously-
Mendoza.
Obviously, it's Ty Simpson.
Number 1 quarterback in the class.
Ties. Drew Aller, what do you mean?
Carson Beck.
No.
Don't worry, he's going back to Georgia. He's getting a waiver.
No.
No. Don't. It's.
No. We're good. Anyways, yeah, number 1, Fernando Mendoza. Any objections? Okay.
Nope.
Pick number 2, the Jets.
David Bailey.
David Bailey.
I had Reese
The-
and then Bailey.
Could be either or.
Yeah. I think
That's
it's
gonna.
either or.
They're Reese and Bailey are 2 and 3.
Oh.
Yeah,
No
I
matter
think-
which
I
way
think
you flip
both- yeah, I mean, I think both.
In my
the
opinion.
Jets and the Cardinals kind of need a guy that can do both, but you can only get one of them. So I think David Bailey is the better pick here, but.
I just think it's better because it's the Jets, and David Bailey kind of seems to need less development than Arvell Reese if Arvell Reese is going to switch to an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's also the Jets. So
That's-
you can't really bank on them to make the correct pick.
That's true. Anyways, number 3, the Cardinals. I have Francis Magoa.
I have Arvell Reese.
Not a bad
I
pick.
have Bailey.
Okay, so I just think they go tackle here because they went defensive line last year in the first round and the year before that. So 3 straight years of defensive line is like,
Was it not Paris Johnson last year?
Defense still
Or
wasn't
2
great.
years
Yeah.
ago? Sorry.
wasn't it? What was his name from Mizzou? Darius Johnson.
Well, I think they had 2 first-round picks that year.
Oh, okay. Well, and then they got Walter
Oh,
Norman
they had
last
the
year.
That was a late
Texans
first. That was a
from the
late
Will
first.
Anderson trade.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Oh wait, no, that was 2 years ago. I think they have had 3 straight of. Hold on, let me see some.
Yeah, that would be
I know
too
they
straight.
went. What was it? Tackle at one point.
They went. Oh no, they did Walter Nolan
Yeah, it was
last
Paris-
year. Oh,
Yeah,
they
Walter
did do
Nolan.
Paris Johnson. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think they need another defensive lineman. I think the offensive line needs to be beefed up because I'm assuming this is a swing year and then they're going to shoot for a quarterback next year or maybe later in this
Yeah.
draft.
I mean, they have Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett, okay, and Gardner Minshew, right?
Oh,
think
I
so.
think so. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Could get Ty Simpson
this guy.
later on.
Okay, there you go.
Top
Anyway.
3 pick Ty Simpson.
Not at 3.
Known top 3 pick Ty Simpson. Anyways, pick number 4, the Titans. This is where I have Arvell Reese.
Oh,
I got
interesting.
Jeremiah Love.
I have Jeremiah Love as well.
That's just because I haven't had
I think-
Arvell Reese go yet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I think Jeremiah Love here just because a pass. I think they can get a receiver later on. I think it's a deep enough class. So getting a running back like Jeremiah Love, now you have him and Pollard in the backfield, I think that's a strong backfield.
What do you mean? They don't need a receiver. They have Shimmery DK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
you're right. You're right, bro.
DK the GOAT? Put some respect on his name.
Geriatric Calvin Ridley.
Chill, bro.
And they've got I don't remember the dude's name.
Who's the other
Like
guy they got?
400 letters.
Was it Eric Iomanor or whatever?
Oh,
Alec Iomanor, something like that.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like Iomanor.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just
not a good specials. Skills room.
I think Arvell Reese is a good fit here because the Titans, they loaded up in free agency on the defense, so they're not just dumping Arvell Reese into a dumpster fire of a defense. They got some guys around him who can help him really, figure out what his role in the NFL is going to be, whether it's coming off the edge or being an off-ball linebacker. The Titans kind of have the defense to let him do that. Yeah, and I just think he's just really good at football.
If Reese falls to 4, I would not be shocked at all if the Titans took him over.
They would
I
take
would
him at
not
4
be
if
shocked
he's
in
there.
any way.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
All right, number 5, the Giants. First of their now 2 first-round picks after that crazy trade that happened
Yeah, seriously.
yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
On Saturday, sending Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals. Number 5, I'm taking Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles as well.
Okay, I had Carnell Tate here.
Okay. I could see a
think-
receiver here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think with the 10th pick, you can wait on that defensive pick, and now you've got Malik Neighbors, Carnell Tate, and Cam Scadaboo to go with Jackson Dart. I think that's a really strong offense that you can build off of for a couple more years.
Christian.
I had Sonny Styles, but
I wouldn't be surprised at a receiver.
yeah, I could see them.
6 Browns. Here's where I had Carnell Tate.
Okay.
I had Francis, the tackle out of Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my go as well. I do like that Carnell Tate pick though, because
Who's their leading
I
receiver
think
right now? Jerry Jeudy.
yeah, something like that. And I mean, they're gonna need they have a 2nd pick. Yeah, they're gonna need a receiver. So I think that was a good pick.
7 to the Commanders. Here's where I have Jeremiah Love.
Interesting.
Just because this
I
is
have-
best available.
I had Carnell Tate here.
Okay.
I've been Kyle Lemon. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, best available receiver.
I got. Oh, yeah.
I think give Jaden Daniels another weapon. I think they do need a running back, and Jeremiah Love not being on the board kind of screws them. But I think there's a lot of news about Terry McLaurin maybe wanting to leave. So,
Are you
but
telling me that there is
maybe
news
not anymore.
about an NFC East receiver
no,
wanting to
not-
leave
not
his
more than
team?
AJ Brown. We know it's not more than AJ Brown. Okay, or at least there was news last year.
Anyways, he got it. He got his money
Not more
though.
than AJ Brown.
He got his
Yeah,
money
he did
though.
get his bag. He did get his bag.
Anyways, number 8 to the Saints. I have Ruben Bain going here.
I had Ruben Bain as well.
I had Sonny Styles.
Oh, he's still on the board. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just think this is
Defense.
defense probably best available. On the defense is right here. 9 to the Chiefs. What?
I just, I had Caleb Downs, but I mean the Chiefs going from winning 3 Super Bowls in 4 years to having a top 10 pick.
I mean,
It's called injuries, man.
It's a little funny.
And they just they just weren't good. Edmund
Yeah.
Sordelane
No, I know.
yeah, I have Mansour Delane as well.
to replace Trent McDuffie.
Yep. Get a corner.
Yep. All right, 10. Giants now hold this pick after the Bengals traded to them. I have Caleb Downs going here, so I have 2 defensive picks for the Giants.
I have Caleb Downs as well.
I think
I
just
had
trying
Spencer
to
Fano.
load up on defense. That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Um,
Got Jackson Dart concussion issues, which was not to the fault of the offensive line, but you got to keep him
protect your guy.
protected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, 11 to the Dolphins. I think this is an interesting pick here, mainly because they need a lot. And this is a rebuilding team by far. So, first year of embracing rebuild.
Lost star quarterback to a Tagovailoa to free agency.
Star quarterback. It's crazy. What do you mean? They improved at quarterback,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, he was a superstar. What are you talking about?
They improved at quarterback. They got Malik
He was
Willis.
making like
They-
40
yeah,
million
they
a
low-key
year.
did.
But they
That's
gotta
Josh Allen money.
they gotta give him some guys to throw to, because who's their leading receivers right now? Parker Washington, Tutu Atwell, and who's the third? I don't even know who the third.
Jalen Waddle.
Is it
No,
Jalen Waddle?
He got traded to the Broncos, guys.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, good. I feel great about my pick now.
I've had them taking
Oh.
Jordan Tyson.
I have them taking Jordan.
There you go.
I had him taking Delane. I forgot that they got
Okay,
rid of Waddle.
no. They need a
That's
corner.
valid,
They
though.
need a
That's
corner
But I
too.
mean, they could
need
take
everything.
anything.
They could
There's
get,
no
need
one
anything.
pick that you plug in and then they're a set.
look. I had them take a
They-
corner later, so yeah.
Yeah, the only wrong pick they could make here is a quarterback.
Could go Ty Simpson.
What do you mean, bro? That's clearly obvious that if you pay a lot of money to a quarterback, you're supposed to use your first round pick on a quarterback, right?
You're so right.
I wonder what team did that.
Yeah, gee. Totally didn't set him back a few years.
Gulp. Anyways,
No.
Michael Penix's the
Fine,
truth, bro.
we got Tua now.
All right, chill. Anyways,
Yeah, another injury-prone lefty. That's what you guys need.
chill.
Watch it.
No, watch your mouth. All right, pick number 12 to the Cowboys. Jermod McCoy
Right there with you.
hasn't played
Same here.
football in a whole year, but he ran what 4.36 or something at his pro day. Something really fast.
Jeez. They need corner.
Yeah. They need corner. Yeah, Jermod McCoy. All right, 13 to the Rams. Interesting pick here because they could go a lot of different directions. I have them taking Monroe Freeling.
I have them taking Spencer Fano.
There
So-
you go.
I
Yeah.
have them taking Mekhi Lemon here.
I could see that as well.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams getting old. He's a slot guy.
Yep.
Grab Lemon.
Grab
Yeah,
Kyler.
yeah.
All right, 14 to the Ravens. Couple different directions the Ravens could go. See, they could go receiver here, but that's just not how the Ravens do things. I'm gonna go Ione, the guard from Penn State.
Yep, right there.
Okay, cool.
I had Caleb Lemieux, tackle from Utah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
But
okay,
yeah.
got it. All right, 15 to the
Yep,
Bucks. Interesting spot here for the Bucks. Another team that could go in a couple different directions. I think me and you have the same pick on this, Christian.
Sadiq,
Yeah.
tight end from Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that, but I went Ruben Bain here. I think
Oh, he's still on your board.
Defense
That's
is-
a good pick then.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell?
he
Oh, man.
he dropped on my board because I mean the next 10 picks after just didn't need edge, and
Yeah.
it's like
That makes sense.
there were better picks for them. So
That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 16 to the Jets. This is where I have Mekhi Lemon going.
Yeah,
Um,
I've got Sadiq here,
Okay, so
which I think is a fun pick for the Jets.
yeah, and then Christian.
I Jordan Tyson.
Okay, so what? Pass
Okay.
catcher. We're on
Yeah.
the greens. Pass catcher. Okay, 17 to the Lions. I have Spencer Fano going here.
I had Monroe Freeling.
I have Monroe Freeling as well.
Tackle, guys. We're so locked in
Tackle.
right now.
We're low key
Dialed.
locked.
Dialed in. Tackle. Okay, 18 to the Vikings. Who do we got?
Cinnamon.
Christian. Oh my God, we all have
Safety
Tiedemann.
from Oregon.
Oh my God, we're so locked in.
I didn't know how to
Yes!
say that. Did not know how to pronounce that. I was gonna let someone else do it.
It's either Tiedemann or Thienemann, one of the two.
Yeah.
Whatever. Still so dialed in. Yeah, safety from Oregon. Showed really good at his pro day and the combine. Rose up draft boards. Yeah, good pick for the Vikings. All right, 19.
Yep. This is where my board starts getting weird. I feel like 'cause
Yeah.
there's just. I mean,
Me too.
This is
Losing
this
depth.
is like a weird. It's a weird draft class for sure.
I had Akeem Mesidor here.
Oh my God, Ryan, we're so dialed in.
Yeah,
I had a
feel
Mark
like that's
Cooper-
just best available.
Whoa.
I had a Mark Cooper Jr. I don't really know. It was kind of just a.
That's not-
I
don't know.
I mean,
'Cause-
bolster.
I mean, they have
the skill
what?
position? I don't mind that.
Tetero, Tet McMillan.
that would be 3
Yeah.
straight years of first
but
round
then,
receivers,
like-
though.
Yeah, well, okay,
But who they
Leggett
took
still
2
has
years
to
ago? They
stand
took
out.
like what's his name?
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, like
He hasn't panned out yet.
he's not
Yeah.
performing like a first round receiver.
That's true.
No,
You need to get Bryce Young some assistance ASAP.
Bryce Young.
more assistance.
Bryce Young, elite.
Bryce, elite quarterback Bryce Young. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not discrediting it. I think Mesidor here, just because they got a good run defender in the draft last year, and Prince Yelin, who has pass support as well. But if you get a key Mesidor, really just bolster up the defensive line.
Yep.
Cool. Dallas again at 20.
I had CJ Allen here.
Ryan, I love you.
Dude,
So
we're
locked
like
in right now.
I'd Keldrick Folk.
Folk.
Edge rusher,
Yeah.
best available edge rusher.
Folk.
Understandable. I
Folk.
like that pick.
Folk.
Actually, I don't like that pick
Why don't you like that pick?
because it's Dallas.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So it's a good
Who
pick.
did you
'cause
guys
it's
say you had Dallas taking?
CJ Allen.
CJ Allen.
Oh, okay.
Is he not
They
on
need
your
a
board?
linebacker.
He's actually not in my first round.
That's whatever. 21. This is a weird pick for me, I think.
I went tackle here.
Which one?
Blake Miller.
Okay, I went
Clemson.
Kate Proctor.
Yeah.
I'd have taken Ione, guard Penn State.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
O line.
Okay,
They need O-line.
22.
McNeil Warren, safety.
Peter Woods, DT Clemson.
I went Omar Cooper Jr.
Okay, also valid.
Yeah. I don't know how much they can keep the resurrection of Keenan Allen alive, so.
Yeah, seriously.
23 to the Eagles. Here's where I had Emmanuel McNeil Warren to replace Reed Blankenship.
You know, I would love that pick if he's available.
Yeah.
And I think here's where I'm at with the AJ Brown news. If the Eagles are gonna trade, they're not gonna trade up like crazy. I think they'll trade up a couple of picks, and that's about it. So they can get Emmanuel McNeil Warren. But I have them taking Caden Proctor here or best available tackle.
It's not a
I
bad
think
pick.
that's.
I'd have taken
they've
Proctor
gotten
as
plenty
well.
of receivers. They've gotten plenty of receivers this offseason.
Yeah.
I think Proctor is a fun pick.
Proctor's a fun pick here.
I think he'd fit.
It's the
Yep, because you got Lane Johnson
replacement.
Or, whoa.
Panay Sewell. Whoa.
Whoa. Wrong guy.
Uh-huh.
Jordan Mailata.
There you
Sorry.
No,
Speaking of Panay Sewell
this
earlier.
is a fun pick because he doesn't have to start right away because Lane's getting
No.
old. So good.
Yeah,
Replace-
I think Lane Johnson has maybe one more year. I don't even think he's got a full year left in him.
So yeah, you bring in Caden Proctor, get him up to NFL speed because there's work to be done. He's not a complete prospect.
Yep.
Yep. And what better to get developed by with the help of Lane Johnson than replace him? So
Yep.
yeah. No, I like that pick for the Eagles. All right, 24 Browns again. Wait, where
This
did
is
this
where I have Omar Cooper.
where did this pick come from again? Like what trade? Was this the
Jacksonville last year.
Was this the
Hunter.
Travis Hunter trade? Okay. You said Omar Cooper?
Yeah, receiver.
Okay. I had them go tackle here instead of at 6, so I went Blake Miller here.
I had Avion Terrell going here.
Oh!
Okay.
Mm,
Interesting. Why?
interesting. Yeah.
I think there's just complete kind of overhaul. There's a lot that needs to be done, and I had him going, tackle at 6. I think you address the other side of the ball, and I kind of think he's just not like best available player, but I think he's just what they are most looking for of the players that are going around that area.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see that. 25. I have Caleb Banks from Florida.
Okay.
I had Zion Young.
Ho!
Did you actually?
What a goat,
Yeah.
Zion Young.
My goat. Hey, second year in a row, the Bears take a Mizzou player.
Yeah.
That would be 2 years in a row.
You got the Philadelphia Bulldogs. You got the Chicago
Tigers. Yeah.
Dude, I might just be a Bears fan at that point.
I think you need a little more than 2 players, though, to be considered that.
Potato.
Nah. You take 2 players of the same team 2 years in a row.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, I have Caleb Banks. Need defensive line help. Zion Young. I don't mind that pick. Or the McDonald
Right,
pick.
dude. I would agree with any Zion Young take in the first round.
Yeah. I just put Banks instead. All right.
Yeah.
Buffalo. A lot of things they could go here. I think if CJ Allen goes at 20, Buffalo's gonna be steaming mad because I think they really like him. But if he's not there, I don't think there's like an off-ball linebacker at this point that's worthy of a first-round pick. So I think they're going to bolster the receivers even more, especially or even after trading for DJ Moore and get Denzel Boston here at 26.
Okay. I say Keldrick Falk. I think
Yeah, not bad.
nice little edge rusher.
I
Never
Caden
hurt no one.
McDonald.
Okay,
Yeah.
Both of the interior line.
not a bad pick at all. 27, I had Keldrick Falk going to the 49ers.
I'd Cassius Howell.
Okay, there you go.
I'd Blake Miller.
Ooh. Is that
Okay.
a
Trent Williams getting old.
Trent
There's been-
Williams replacement?
yeah.
You've got the power plant. Everybody's getting hurt. Kind of need some depth. Keep everybody safe.
Hey, yeah. I'll hate it. 28 Texans. Here's where I have Caden McDonald going. To just make
Okay.
that defense,
I have Caleb Banks going here.
that defense even crazier.
Yeah, I went best available tackle, and it was the tackle out of Arizona State, Max Ihinegor.
Have fun pronouncing
I
that.
don't know. I tried. Max blank. Max I.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. All right. 29 to the Chiefs. Pick from the Rams. I have Kevin Concepcion. Casey Concepcion.
I have TJ Parker. I think
Ooh, okay.
defense.
I had Mesidor
Not bad.
on the edge.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I just think Concepcion because, well, still don't really know what's going on with Rasheed Rice. Feel like every other day he's doing something different to get himself not on a football field. And Concepcion's a real like slot option.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
feel like
good
at this
pick.
point he's past where like there's no real punishment coming. He can probably get away with playing football this season.
But Zach Branch
It-
gets
it-
arrested
it-
for standing on a sidewalk. Okay.
Yes.
Dude, you can't stand on a sidewalk. You crazy?
I kid you not. He got arrested for not moving far enough off of a sidewalk.
Rookie mistake.
That's yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, he was probably wasted and driving,
Nope. They would have said.
as
Had to have
most
been-
of the
had to
Georgia
have
players do.
They
I
would
mean,
have
like-
said
Only-
they
the
no
only-
because he would have gotten cited for public
what? He was
intoxication.
he was probably just talking really loudly on the phone about how he was going to be driving intoxicated later.
So they're like,
Conspiracy to DUI.
go ahead,
Yeah.
just go ahead and lock him up now. Just prevent it.
Still waiting on the Georgia QB to get arrested.
What do you mean? Stetson Bennett did that 3 years ago. Where you been?
So where's the longest yard team at?
Gulp.
Why isn't the roster filled yet?
Probably is. I'm not gonna, you could make one full of mugshots.
No, they're missing a QB.
That's because he was already like out of Georgia by that time. Does that
It
mean
doesn't
Branch
count.
doesn't fit into that anymore? Because he's like
Probably not.
out of Georgia. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on to 30. Dolphins get this pick from Denver in that Jalen Waddle trade. I have Avion Terrell going here. A little bit of a slide for him because I know we had him up near
Right there
20.
with him.
we had him.
I
Go ahead.
I had Casey Concepcion
Okay.
at 30 to the Dolphins.
Nice pick. Yeah, slide here. He got hurt his first run of his private pro day that he did. So, what a waste of time. Imagine flying out to see one prospect's pro day and then he pulls his hamstring on his first 40 run.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, I still think he's really good at football. So, first round pick.
I
31
agree.
to the Patriots. I have Peter Woods.
I said Caleb Banks.
Okay.
I had Denzel Boston.
Ooh.
Get Drake May a little extra help. Is Stephon Diggs still on the Patriots?
I was free agent.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So you're losing one of your top receivers.
So
he's
wait,
a-
so let me get this
for the
straight.
most
You're
part-
not a believer of the biggest conspiracy on this channel the past few episodes,
Which is
Ryan?
What is the conspiracy?
Oh, that AJ Brown is going to be a Patriot at the start of next year.
oh no,
Oh,
he's an Eagle for life. He's never
believer,
leaving. They're
Matt.
never letting him leave. They're giving him that lifetime contract.
Hey, I didn't say believer.
No,
I just said
it's
big. I just said biggest conspiracy.
No, I'm not a believer.
It's not. It's
believe
not
in
even
that
a
one bit.
conspiracy on this channel, bro.
Blah blah blah.
Howie
blah,
Roseman
blah,
has said plenty of times AJ Brown is an Eagle.
Blah,
right?
blah, blah.
I don't know
Oh,
what else-
terrific
I don't know
analysis,
what
Ryan.
else that could mean.
Terrific analysis, Ryan. I'm pretty sure you could find like some other GM or player saying, yeah, this player's here for life, and then they're not.
Okay, Yeah, but is he their star player? No.
Just like, dude, like I feel like AJ Brown's kind of like that Luka type player. Like you don't trade him, you keep him on your team forever.
Okay, Howie Roseman is arguably a better GM than Nico Harrison.
Arguably.
The fact that you have to say arguably for that is not a good thing.
The only reason I had to say arguably is because I know somebody at some point is going to bring up, well, what about Jalen Rager? Yeah, obviously that's a bad moment.
Just think. This wouldn't have.
That was a terrible use of analysis. All right.
Just think. This wouldn't. This wouldn't be a. Hey, this whole thing. This whole situation.
Jalen Rager.
Would have not been a situation or a problem if you just drafted Justin Jefferson instead.
Oh my God.
I just remember the Vikings were laughing at the Eagles for that. That was great.
I don't know how many times I've told this story. During that draft, I literally was downstairs. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch the Eagles pick Justin Jefferson, and I'm going to head back upstairs.
Ooh.
With the 23rd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Rager.
Who? Who?
It must have been a typo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyways,
I swear I put Justin Jefferson in.
Last pick of the no, it's Howie had the green Post-it note in his pocket. That said Jalen Rager, no matter what.
It was always Rager.
It was always Jalen Rager. Oh my God.
He was in the room by himself.
It's like got everybody thinking long and hard. He's like, it's Rager. All day, Rager. Anyways. All right, last pick of the first round.
Does he know?
Does he know? Seahawks. At 32, I have them taking Cassius Howell here.
I have Colton Hood.
Not a bad
I had
pick.
Jadarian Price.
Whoa!
It was Kenneth Walker. It was between him and I forget his name, but the running back from Arkansas. I think they go
Mike
running back
Washington.
here. They need to go running back at some point.
Mike Washington.
I don't quite think that Charbonnet can fill that backfield himself. And I think they just get it out of the way. And I think that Price fits into the backfield along with Charbonnet better than the Arkansas back does.
Okay. That's not a bad pick.
Okay.
I like it. Man, Notre Dame had 2 first-round running backs on their roster. They must have done something, right? Like, playoff-wise, right?
Well, I mean, if Virginia takes care of business, they're in the playoffs, but not to beat a dead horse.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Duke for getting Miami in the playoffs.
Shout out Duke for doing everyone justice.
Shout out Duke for getting Miami in the playoffs, only for Miami to absolutely rage you in the transfer portal.
Facts.
Anyways, is there anything else we need to cover other than conspiracies about Mike Vrabel and not the one that he's cheating on his wife?
No, he 100% is cheating on his wife.
No.
No, they're just friends.
Yeah, he's innocent.
Totally.
She resigned from her job instantly.
I mean, people resign all the time when they're innocent.
Like who?
Yeah.
Because people don't
I'm
even
just taking
resign.
the time to focus on myself while I
People
go
don't
through
even
this
resign
process.
when they're not innocent.
Well, they retire all the time.
Oh, I was talking
all the time.
about.
Maybe she
I
was
was-
just done with the job.
I was talking about Todd
Yeah.
Golden, but you know.
Todd Golden was innocent. Like, hello?
Yeah. Okay.
He was acquitted, exonerated,
Yeah.
just
So
like
was
O.J. Simpson.
yeah. So was Ruben Van.
Well, no. I think they just didn't charge him. I don't think he wasn't innocent.
Okay.
Not quite the same thing.
Not the same thing. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Got it. All right then. Well, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah?
So, NFL draft starts on Thursday. Man, when it like I don't know if we can do it this year, but next year we should do like a live show.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Facts.
I mean,
That'd be fun.
that would be fun. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, thank you for Christian, for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you guys
thank
for
you,
having me. I had a blast.
It wasn't as much of a nightmare as I thought. Definitely didn't.
I don't know why you
Almost
thought it
like-
was going to be a nightmare.
We
It's gonna be
we
great.
definitely didn't take 2 takes to do the intro because someone couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, facts, Ryan. Like, it's just together.
No.
Thought you were a
yeah.
professional.
No.
You're right,
No,
you're
I'm
right.
talking about you.
Who me? You talking to me? No, you gotta be talking to the other guy.
No, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
No.
No.
That's all right.
Could
Don't
be,
worry about it.
Could be.
Could
All
never.
right.
Could never be Christian.
Never. All right. Once again, thank you for watching. As always, we'll have another episode for you in 2 weeks. Hopefully this time. Let's not delay it again like we did in the last 2 episodes. What? Who said that? Wasn't me. That's copyrighted. We can't say that.
That's copyrighted?
I'm pretty. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if it was. Let's see. Hold on. Wait. I want to see this real quick before we end the episode. Hold on. Did you throw up a fist?
Yeah, I punched the camera and then
Okay.
headbutted it.
Yeah, it's trademarked. All right, we're done.
That's
All right,
insane.
guys. So this is the last episode of the. We are all are getting
100%
sued. No,
sued by
I just got.
Perfect.
I just gotta
No,
censor.
it's okay, guys.
Just cut
It's
that out,
okay.
just cut
I
that
just gotta censor it. I'll bleep it. It's fine.
A teacher at my elementary school married one of the guys for Dude Perfect, so it's fine.
What?
Yeah, because
Wait, that's so tough.
they're based in Frisco.
Oh, I know that. Which dude?
Or like, what? One of the cons. I think it was Corey.
Was her? Is she ginger?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, we're just rambling now. As always, thank you for watching. Once again, big thank you to Christian for joining us. Hope you had a blast. Hope you guys had a blast watching it. We'll see you in the next episode.